Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. We are going to fight the leader of Salvation. Here we go, cutscene. Apologies, I think I bumped the mic during that.
Welcome.
That guy.
It would seem our fates are closely bound.
The one in the back, the red-ish robe.
The honeyed sleep of
That's the Elysian.
Find this place, and all the world in its turn.
He's the leader.
Indeed, the coming night ill needs us, its
Creepy as
faithful
heck.
harbingers.
He only has
Just
one eye.
as you and your hubris cannot hope to stop the divine beast that mocked you. Before its might, you stand as useless and frail as this ungainly contrivance of brick and mortar. Nonetheless, the trice you might delay the dragon's coming is blasphemy just the same.
That's actually bad news for us, as he cast some creepy dark spell on those two, supposedly, assumedly, high-ranking members of Salvation.
Dust. But first they shall peel the flesh from your bones, my dear Arisen.
Salvation is kind of notorious at this point for turning its own cult members into undead. So, guess what's going to happen to those two that the Elysian just killed? Give you a hint. They're coming back. Coming back as whites, which sucks. So this is actually going to be potentially a tough fight. Now, I want to do the From a Different Sky quest. There's a badge that we can get during this fight. It's right there, basically dead ahead. I believe I have to shoot it down. So I'm going to have to find this thing and shoot it down and kind of let my pawns deal with whatever's going on, but also hope that I can find this badge. It's up here. It's like on the archway somewhere, I believe. Oh, there it is. Oh, come on. I believe it's right there. It's kind of tough to see. Yeah, there we go. My arrows hit it and knocked it down. Badge number 40. Hooray! Also, is that a Rift Buster that I could grab? Or did I just get the Rift Busters? I don't know. Anyway, whites. So, these guys are nasty. They can summon undead. However, I am super strong, apparently. I didn't realize that I'm maybe overpowered. Also, there's chests here. Dang it, I forgot about that. There are chests that I could run around and grab. I could run around and loot this whole place. I missed my opportunity to do that.
I fear I have
not the end of the world, though.
The extent of your skill, dear Arisen. I see it was folly to worry of walls and armies while you still live. However, it seems my regret will be short-lived. Don't you feel it? The very air dances around us. The long night is come. The dragon's reign at last begins.
Yep, dragon time.
Merciful winged death! All powerful and merciless Grigori!
Grigori?
Behold, you unrepentant blasphemers!
So I guess that's the name of the dragon?
Absolute truth! This is salvation!
Oh, what a fitting end for that jackass. Squished by the dragon that he worships.
The rantings of an up-jump zealot make for tedious listening.
See, we can understand the
His
dragon
ilk
now.
serves no role in what is to come. Only my death will staunch the flood of destruction. A task still far beyond your means. If you would face me, seek me out, and I shall allow it. But heed the zealot's lesson well. When the weak court death, may find it. Until then, I shall hold your little keepsake safe. Your dragon forge
referring to my heart
will speak for my diligence in that. The choice falls not to me, nor to the whims of fate. It is yours alone.
So now you can see why we are no longer able to go get those treasure chests that were up above. Again, not the end of the world, just treasure. Probably some equipment and whatnot. Don't care. Would have been nice, but not essential. So the dragon is going to allow us to fight him now. And I'm going to go ahead and call the dragon him. His name is Grigori, the dragon. What do you have to say?
Rather than rush off unprepared, best to ask one who has faced the dragon before.
Yeah, so the dragon himself kind of hinted at it, and then also my pawns are agreeing. So what do I have here? Ardent Will. That is a very heavy sword. I'm going to give a lot of this crap to Slave, because Slave can't equip it. That's still so creepy. Anyway, so we're going to go talk to the Dragon Forge and just see what the Dragon Forge has to say about what has been happening here. Dragon is holding our keepsake, aka our heart, which he ripped from our chest earlier, yet somehow we're still alive. Don't know, that seems kind of weird. But he's holding our heart, assuming that's what he was talking about. He said our keepsake. He's apparently dealt with the Dragon Forged before. He kind of mentioned that we go talk to the Dragon Forged. Yeah, so why is my map pointing us towards Grand Soren? Nope, we're near north. We're tripping over my words already. We're only just a few minutes into this video. We are going to go northeast and talk to the Dragon Forged. Hooray! And just see what he has to tell us about what the heck is going on here. But the dragon said he is going to, quote-unquote, allow us to go fight him, so I don't know, should we take that as a good thing? I don't know. Not entirely sure how to interpret that. Let's go ahead and just pop a few mushrooms so that we can keep sprinting here. So, Hillfigure Knoll is not too far away. Lots of snow harpies and direwolves, because this is kind of a colder climate, supposedly. Hillfigure Knoll is just up on the other side of this ridge here. Which I think we can just climb up? Yeah, there we go. Ah, dang it. Didn't mean to do that. Curatives, large mushrooms, we'll eat 2 of those. I am going to run over here and check the heart scar area of Hillfigure Knoll real quick, because there should be a Wakestone shard, and there is. And I have 2 more Wakestone shards that I've picked up throughout the game back in storage. So we can actually go grab those and have a whole complete Wakestone, which will let me die and come back to life. without it actually like ending the game. So it's actually quite handy. So I'm probably going to go do that if I can remember to. In the meantime, we're going to talk to the Dragon Forged.
The hour is come, Arisen. The door lies open. Seek the temple atop the tainted mountain. Beyond the great wall, at its pinnacle, in the shadow of the worm, keeper of the endless ring, you will make your choice. What you there become, only you can decide.
And he gave me Dragon Strategy Volume 1. Ancient Pawn's book that reveals how knocking a dragon off balance will expose its vulnerable heart. And that will grant, or this item will grant that knowledge right there, that you can knock a dragon off balance and expose its vulnerable heart. We'll teach that to my pawns. All 3 of the pawns that I have with me.
I've gained some new insight.
Then, to the
Well, it sounds like
tainted mountain.
Lucy's the only one who
'Tis time
learned
to face
that.
the dragon once and for all.
Who didn't already know that.
Then, to the tainted mountain. 'Tis time to face the dragon once and for all.
Okie dokie. Tainted Mountain time. Final battle. I am going to head back to Grand Sorn first. I'm gonna drop off a bunch of crap, stick that in storage. I'm gonna grab the 2 Wakestone shards, just so that I have a full Wakestone in the event that I need it. I shouldn't.
'Tis a Portcrystal. One can
Don't think we're gonna have too much trouble here with the dragon. And actually, before I go fight the dragon itself, the big dragon, the main dragon, the antagonist of the game, so far as we know, before I do that, I'm going to go take on a smaller drake and see if we're actually capable of dealing with that. Because I think that would be a good judge of our strength. Whoops. Don't want to stay. Manage sword items. Not withdraw. Deposit. Good grief. I am out of control. Somebody stop me. Heartspud juice. Don't need those. Berries. Don't need that. That. Don't need those. Don't need those. Don't need those. Don't need that. Don't need half of those. That. Don't need these things. These things. Dragon leather vest. I don't know if that's going to be any good or not. I feel like maybe I should deal with equipment and see if we have anything better and blah blah blah.
What will it be today?
I don't know. I don't particularly care. Dragon leather vest is noticeably better than what I have equipped right now. Oh, and it's just a piece of clothing too, so we'll go with that. Silver chest plate. Not going to deal with that.
What will it be? Have your pick. Come again.
I am going to run over here since I have equipped a new piece of equipment. Oh, we're just going to see if I can upgrade this real quick. Enhance, sorry. Apologies for using the wrong terminology. Bastard wings, which we don't have any of, and question mark item, which we don't even know what that is, so no, I can't enhance it. I could just pay money to enhance it. Not really worth it, in my opinion. I don't know. The first level, like, you don't need to stack upgrades necessarily. If you get the 3-star upgrade, it gives you the same bonus. Like it skips the first and second star. I don't know. Go back and watch one of my previous videos where I talk about that sort of thing. Oops, don't care about that. Forgery. I'm gonna have him forge the Ophis badge.
To fool the maker's own eye.
Ophis's badge of amity, because we need to turn that in for a quest. We don't need to, but I want to turn that in for a side quest. So he's going to do that. It's going to take him 24 hours. Not a big deal. Also, forgot to grab the Wakestone shard, so apologies. Welcome to seeing everything that I do off camera when I'm adjusting my inventory and whatnot between videos, because holy moly, I am so disorganized and I spend a lot of time wandering around forgetting to do things. Takes way longer than it should.
I'd be put out if we are not.
We're going to go ahead and sort items, withdraw. We are going to take those 2 Wakestone shards here.
What will it be? Have your bit come again?
Which gives us a full Wakestone. I'm going to give that to Lucy. It doesn't matter who holds the Wakestone. Like, any of my pawns can hold it. I don't want to talk to you again. Do I want to talk to him? Yes, let's rest.
I'd be put out if we. What will it be? Understood.
Just so long as somebody in my party is holding the Wakestone, I will be able to use it in the event that I die. And in the event that that person is still alive. If I give it to one of my pawns and that pawn dies, their items all go back to storage, so that would include the Wakestone, if, for example, they were holding a Wakestone. I think we'll be fine, though. Accessing server. Come on, game.
Here we can rest, manage inventory and skills, and so on.
Ooh, what was that? Guardsman sought? Ball. Ah, stop talking to that. One last thing that I am going to do. I'm going to check and see if our friend Caxton here has any new equipment. He does not. So that was easy. And with that, time to head up north. So we need to actually go to the Great Wall. And from the Great Wall, we can advance to the Tainted Mountain, which is presumably the dragon's lair. Also, I feel like a little bit of an idiot. I wanted to go take on a drake. It's okay. Not the end of the world. I'm going to take the Portcrystal, as you saw me grab it there. I'm going to run it up here to Heaven's Peak Fort. The ruins of Heaven's Peak Fort. The female bandit area. I think this Portcrystal would be better served being a little bit closer to the Barda Crags area and the Great Wall and some of the stuff that we're going to be heading up here and checking out. I think that's more useful than having it like directly outside of the Soulflayer's Canyon entrance. A bit more of a centralized location. We can run south a little bit to, or north. Wait, which way? Where did we come from? We can run downhill a little ways to get to Soulflayer Canyon. That's not too far of a run. But it also puts us a bit closer to the Barda Crags and the Great Wall encampment and that sort of stuff, which is a place that we're going to be visiting a lot. So I'm just going to plop it on the other side of the fortress here. So let's go ahead and plunk that down in the middle of the pathway. And then I do want to go try and take on that Drake in a fantastic battle to the death. So we're going to head over here and see if we can deal with it before going through the Tainted Mountain. This will be a good estimate of my strength and see if I am actually strong enough to take on dragons. I don't know. I feel like this is going to be a tough battle. Like, we're going to have our work cut out for us, that's for sure. Looks like the game is saving. I don't think any of us actually needs to heal. I'm going to just plop down here anyway. Help me recover my stamina. Give me a bit of protection against debilitations, should that be a thing that I need. And the dragon is just up to the north here, northeast a little bit, I believe. He's kind of hard to miss. Although I am going to backtrack to grab these mushrooms, maybe? A mushroom. Still better than not getting a mushroom, yes. Just going to deal with these goblins real quick. pretty effortless to take out goblins. They do give us a little bit of experience, but more importantly, they give us discipline, which helps us level up our vocations and whatnot. And these goblins are potentially... Dang it, went to quest again. They could potentially interfere or like try to attack me and stuff when I'm up here fighting the dragons. So we're still a bit far enough away, so that's not a huge concern, but it could maybe be a concern. I don't know. So here we go. Dragon time. Let's see how this goes. Dragons have some very interesting powers. Dragons and drakes. In addition to being able to fly, kind of, as you can see here, and breathing fire, as you're going to see in a moment here. Like that. They have a unique roar, and when they roar, it instantly wipes out all your pawns. Like, it puts them in a death state where I need to go save them. Alright, I shot him in the heart, which knocked him over, and I'm going to run up here and just use my 100 kisses and just wail on his heart. His heart is his weak spot, as you would maybe be able to guess. Beyond that, their scales are really, really hardy and very resistant to attack. So there's a hobgoblin and a bunch of other goblins, as I was kind of worried about. Luckily, luckily the dragon wiped them out for me. I am going to just try to shoot him in the heart as much as I can.
We must get at its heart.
Basically, his heart is the only real place where I'm going to be able to hurt him. Although you can't hit him in his mouth, like when he's trying to roar or breathe fire and things like that. Also, I need to keep stamina up. He can also, like, grab and possess my pawns, I believe. Like, they have some really, really nasty attacks. Hopefully, hopefully we don't see most of those attacks here. Also, holy crap, he just beat the crap out of me.
A weakling is a weakling still. Some beasts still remain.
So yeah, we are not doing much in the way of damage to this thing. I feel like my mage is not really contributing to the fight very much.
No, they hold the advantage. We could but stop its fire blade. Strike at its heart.
Yeah, so most importantly, if you shoot him when his mouth is glowing and he's like charging up its fire attack, that will stop the fire attack. As you've noticed me doing the last couple times that I've had the opportunity to do so. Now this is a problem. He's going to kill that pawn, or possess the pawn and force her to attack the rest of us, which would be really, really bad. Dragons are just the nemesis of pawns. They do all sorts of nasty things with pawns. Fortunately, I didn't take advantage of him floundering there and leaving his heart exposed.
I'll draw it here. Some beasts still remain.
Happening, it's flying now. Not the end of the world. If we can hit it in the heart, I think we can knock it down. Like that. Yeah! Nice. Alright, and I feel like Lucy is not actually taking advantage of dark daggers. So I'm going to swap mine and Lucy's daggers, because I believe darkness does more damage to dragons. Like, I think it's very effective against dragons. And Lucy doesn't seem to be getting in here doing lots of hits, so I'm going to go ahead and equip the kunai. And see if that lets me do a noticeable amount of damage to this dragon. Holy moly, these things are tough. These drakes. This isn't even a real dragon, by the way. This is just a drake, I believe.
I've learned new techniques against that foe. The horn is destroyed!
The heart is destroyed? What does that mean? Yeah, so there, it just roared and it instantly killed all 3 of my pawns. It can flap its wings, as you saw there, and that kind of stuns me and pushes me out of the way. Just landed on me, so that sucks. Luckily, pawns you can just, like, infinitely revive, so long as they aren't sucked in by the rift. So Dragon's Horn, that's an item that we just got, which is pretty cool, I guess. We've never had it before. We've actually managed to take down 2 of its health bars. It still has, what, 6 remaining or something? Yeah, and his roar, just very... Oh, man. Holy moly, he does a ton of damage with that. That roar is just vicious. It just wipes out all 3 of my pawns and just takes them out of the fight entirely. I think dragon horns are just from attacking it in the face and hitting it in the face. So if you hit him in the heart enough, like I just did there, and you interrupt what possession he's trying to do, it'll stop that. That's the one good thing about these dragons, is that you can interrupt a lot of their attacks. Not the roar, not like his little charge attack or his tail whip and some of this other crap that he's doing here. Also, I think maybe you can, like, chop its tail off? I'm not sure.
Stop! No!
Oh, crap. My other pawns are not going to do crap for this, it looks like. I'm gonna wail on its heart here. It looks like my other pawn over there is down. Kaya. Save you? Yes. So we're doing a significant amount of damage to it, which is good. I feel like my pawns are doing much more damage than I am, which is why I'm going out of my way to try to keep them alive. Hit you in the heart. Yes, I can.
The wings, Master! Strike it from the sky!
And I do believe we have actually destroyed its heart, but that is still its weak spot on its chest. Gonna be its heart. Oh man, which I can't attack from that angle, so that kind of sucked. So it looks like it's down to its last health bar, which is actually pretty amazing. Crap, it's breathing fire here. It's almost dead. Very, very close to death. Just gonna keep picking away at it with arrows here. There we go. Holy moly, look at that. So, interesting thing that happens when you kill a dragon. One of your 3-star pieces of equipment that you have equipped will be upgraded to quote-unquote Dragon Forged level. So my Assassin's Mask is no longer a 3-star Assassin's Mask. It is now a Dragon Forged Assassin's Mask. So it's essentially like a 4th star. Like, my kunai would not be upgraded from killing a dragon, but my plain longbow could potentially be upgraded and become even stronger for me fighting a dragon. And it's just random. It just picks a random piece of equipment. You can see it in the top right corner there. Raptor Quisus. So it looks like we had 2 pieces of equipment upgraded to Dragon Forge. So that's actually really, really awesome. And thus the benefit of fighting dragons or drakes. They will upgrade your equipment if you have 3-star equipment. Dragon scale. So that's actually really, really awesome. We got some really good stuff there from killing that dragon. Or drake. Whatever it is. It was a smaller dragon. It was not the dragon. So that, we have some new stuff. I'm going to go back to Grand Sword one more time. And I'm going to see if any of these dragon bits and pieces that we hacked off can help me upgrade the, what was it, the dragon tunic thing that I'm wearing now? I forget what it's called. So we're going to check this real quick. That was actually pretty good. That went better than I thought it was going to. So I'm apparently stronger than I thought I was, which is awesome. Let's check with Caxton here and see if we can upgrade. Enhance. So Kunai, no, we don't have any Cinestone. I don't know where that comes from. Assassin's Mask, fully upgraded. It is also Dragon Forge, which is sweet. Dragon Leather Vest. We would need 3 Amber Dragon Scales, and I have a single Amber Dragon Scale. So I could maybe go to the Black Cat and forge, like get a forgery of the other 2. I imagine that would be expensive. Scarlet Hand Covers, something that I don't have. Martial Bracers, something I don't have. Alchemical Hosen, things I don't have. That's not even upgraded at all. And it only applies to me, so if I wanted to upgrade, like, say, any of the equipment that Lucy is wearing, or that I'm planning on having Lucy wear, I would need to equip it to myself, kill a dragon, and have it get upgraded, and then switch it back over to Lucy. Like, that's kind of how you would get Dragon Forged equipment onto your pawns. Just a little FYI. That crap off. Don't think I picked up anything else new here. Martial's Bracers. Oh, I'm not wearing that anymore. I'm wearing the Dragon Vest. So. Okie doke. Cool. So with that, I think... First with, there we go. With that, I think it is time to go take on the dragon itself. The jerk who stole our heart. Unfortunately, the Tainted Mountain and the Dragon's Lair are going to have to wait until the next video. So, thank you for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time.